calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Decker. He finds his man. Complete. That's Hope. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And they look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Decker. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's the receivers that spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Decker. He finds his man. Complete. It's Morgan. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. And right side, we're going to go option here. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Well, you know, if you've got the defense laying back, maybe that option works. But if you're coming hard on 3rd down,
it doesn't work because you force the hand of the quarterback and the runner too quickly. And most of the time, unsuccessfully.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Taking it about the 16. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their 3rd-year quarterback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Hyde. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
3rd down and 1.
Off the RPO, he completes it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Up the middle they go. Devine. And he's
he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Looking to throw. Hyde. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On first down, Devine. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Devine, and a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Well, that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. Back to throw. Hyde. Touchdown! A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Huskies will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Decker over the middle, complete. That's Holt. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Looking to throw. Decker. And his throw is incomplete. Look at this defense coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. Decker, he's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Second down and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun, Hyde. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Someone moved, flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Now a give, right side, Devine. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point. From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Hyde. And his throw's going to be incomplete. When you look at this defense, they sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10, as they've got it as we resume action. On 1st and 10, Hyde. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 7. Now a handoff up the middle. Devine down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3. And I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Tokyo offense heads back out there now. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one? I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters, as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Decker, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they'll stop him at the 1-yard line, but small consolation there following the turnover.
Well, that's the down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try again. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Huskies are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now, because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes our score 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Tokyo set to go on offense once again. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
And he can't escape, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough, because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw. Decker. And he's got his man on the out route.
Decker's pass complete to number 85.
Now 3rd down and 7.
It's now 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Decker. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon, as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. To throw on 2nd down. Hyde firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. From the gun on 3rd down. Hyde able to find Waller. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
On 1st down, Hyde. Wide open receiver complete. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And, Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Back to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
And for the second time this half, on comes the field goal unit here. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners. And they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue. But all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Tokyo set to go on offense once again. They're in a bit of a bind, a pretty big bind, down 20-0 as they start here on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Decker got his man complete over the middle. That's Myers. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 25-yard line.
And now here's a carry heading left. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Looking to throw. Decker over the middle, complete. It's Myers. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Throwing on 1st down. Decker. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's second down and 10.
Back to throw. Decker. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Holt. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
First down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Steps away. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Decker. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Myers. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Decker. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Throwing to start the drive. Hyde. His throw incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll look to throw again. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball was going to be caught.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, so that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Looking middle, and that's complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started across the border in Mexico, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. The Desperados have pretty well resigned themselves to a postseason without football, but they are able to up their record to 4-8 with the win. From there, we say, so long, America. Hello, England, as we head over the Atlantic to check out the action in London. And as you see, they were winners earlier this afternoon. The Caps have already been eliminated from playoff contention, but they do get a rare victory to push them to 3-9. And then lastly, on Monday Night Football, those fans will be riled up as it'll be a good matchup between their guys and what equates to be a very tough opponent.
This
was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. And this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. On 1st and 10, Hyde. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to bring up second down.
Out of bounds at the 47-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and
now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down.
Gain of 7 brings up second and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Divine. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And as a result, possession switches hands.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
They go play action here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Decker, and his throw here is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. And they bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Off the play fake. Hyde. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out right at the 35. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a 1st down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Devine to about the 40-yard line.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Back to throw. Hyde. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And touchdown! A big play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Huskies are an extra point away from going up by 30. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Condors nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Tokyo set to go on offense once again. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Decker. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps, to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun. Hyde. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. This now a 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Hyde. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the left side. Devine to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Back to throw. Hyde. And the pass complete to Waller on the out route. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter.
Alert! Alert! Reno! Reno!
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Okay,
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Trap 60! Trap 60! Touch goal!
Looking to throw. Hyde. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
At the 29-yard line.
Back to throw. Decker, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's going the other way. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. Now here's the Omaha offense getting set to go now. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. On 1st down, Devine. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. This just a 24-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they come through with 3 after forcing the turnover. But CD, second half, you're starting inside the red zone. Obviously, they would have liked 6 out of that.
Absolutely, because that's all you're thinking is how do you get it into the end zone? You want the field goal to be the last resort. In this case, they gave it a great try, but did have to settle for 3.
Tokyo set to go on offense once again. We're facing a big fourth quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He finds his man, complete. It's Holt. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
From the gun on 3rd down, Decker. Under pressure, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard, and they don't want that to change.
And on now is the punter, standing just outside his own goal line. That's taken it around the 40. Ooh, the juke. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return.
And here's the Omaha offense getting set to go now.
We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
And an Omaha 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 24-yard line.
Looking to throw. Hyde. And he will find his man on the outside. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
That is caught.
And brought down them, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Shoves him aside. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Huskies look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw. Decker. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw on 3rd down. Decker. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st down, Decker.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Decker. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. But not only is this defense pitching a shutout, now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's almost been a perfect effort here in this one.
I love how you express that. They've absolutely exceeded expectations in this one. And even better than their play, it's been their effort. Even with the win in their back pocket already, every one of those guys is still out there fighting like it's a tie game.
Now the try here for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Tokyo offense heads back out there now. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive, going for 14 and also going for a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Decker. And he is going to be taken down. They got him, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw on second down. Decker under pressure again, and down he goes again. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Operating from the gun, Decker. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Devine. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Gain of 14. First down, Huskies.
For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean